You're all very welcome this evening to the class. The structure again will be similar. We'll do a warm-up, sun salutations, then we'll do a few standing asanas, again transitioning from posture to posture, so it will be slightly more difficult, and then we'll move into seated asanas, working into the hips and a few spinal twists. Take it easy throughout the practice. If at any stage it becomes too difficult, you can always come into child's pose. Just following your breath, and if your breath becomes unregulated, it's a good measure of if you're going too deep into the posture. So we're going to get started in the opening Shavasana. Lying back onto your mat, feet out to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back. Your arms are away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Relax your entire body on your mat. Scanning your body from the sole of your feet to the crown of your head. Relaxing your entire back body on your mat. Begin to connect to your breath. Inhaling deeply into the bottom of your belly, filling your chest, and exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. As you surrender your body on your mat, we're going to integrate a count into the breath for the opening Shavasana. Inhaling for a count of 4. Retention for a count of 2. Exhaling for a count of 4. And holding on the exhale for another count of 2. So inhaling from the bottom of your belly for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Inhaling again for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Continue to inhale and exhale using this count. Inhaling for 4, holding for 2, exhaling for 4, and holding for 2. This brings length into our breath. Our breath can become quite short throughout the day due to various stresses in our life. Continue to follow your breath using this count as we move into silence for 3 minutes. Bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Move your hands and feet. Wake up your neck by moving your head from side to side. Gently resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your heels and reach your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch. Lengthening your side body, pointing your toes, and exhale, release. Bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and, keeping your eyes closed, push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center, thanking yourself for arriving on your mat this evening, dedicating the next hour to yourself to improve your mental and physical well-being. With that in mind, bow your head towards your hands, open your eyes. Namaste. So to begin today's warm-up today, we're going to work into the shoulders. So you can place the palms of your hands beside your hips. And on an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, drop your palms back down to your mat. Draw your chin towards your chest, allowing your spine to curve naturally. On an inhale, raising your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs as you lengthen your side body. Exhale, drop your palms back down, draw your chin towards your chest, allowing your spine to curve naturally. Inhaling again, raising your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. We're now going to move into tabletop. So you can sweep your legs behind you. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat. Your wrist, elbow, and shoulder is in line. Your knees are under your hips. On an inhale, you're going to drop your belly, lift your tailbone, open your chest. Exhale, lift your spine, drop your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest, pushing through your shoulder blades, imagining you're pushing the ground away from you. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, open your chest, and exhale, spine up, drop your tailbone, draw your chin towards your chest, pushing through your shoulder blades, breathing into your back body, and exhale, release, coming back into tabletop. From here, extend your left leg straight out behind you and extend your right arm in front of your body. You can stay here or gently lift your left foot off your mat, pushing through your left heel, lengthening out through your right fingertips, drawing your belly button towards your spine, breathing in and out through your nose, and exhale, release. Drop your knee and hand back down. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So lengthening your right leg out behind you, reaching your left arm out in front of you. Raise your right leg off the ground, pushing through your right heel as you lengthen out through your left fingertips, drawing your belly button towards your spine, connecting to your breath, and exhale, release. Drop your knee back down. We're now going to move into a spinal twist from tabletop. So keeping your left hand rooted on your mat. On an inhale, raise your right arm, twisting out to the right hand side, reaching out through your right fingertips, keeping your knees and shins engaged on your mat. As you exhale, slide your right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder towards your mat. You can drop the side of your head to your mat. Feeling a nice stretch on the back of your shoulder. As you inhale, raising your right arm, twisting out to the right hand side, reaching out through your right fingertips. And exhale, sliding that right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. And inhale, you can slowly come back up to tabletop. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So keeping your right hand rooted on your mat, raise your left arm, twisting out to the left hand side, reaching out through your left fingertips, keeping your shins and knees rooted on your mat. As you exhale, slide your left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your left shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. As you inhale, raise that left arm, twisting out to the left-hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, feeling a nice twist to your spine. As you exhale, slide that left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. Breathing in and out through your nose. And exhale, release. Coming back up to tabletop. From here, join your big toes on your mat. Shift your knees out to the edge of your mat and sit your bum in towards your heels, coming into extended child's pose. Extending your arms out in front of you and melting your forehead and chest towards your mat. Focusing on sitting your bum in towards your heels. As you reach your arms away from you, folding your chest a little bit further towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. And inhale, slowly come back up to tabletop. And keeping your knees bent, gently lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet to stretch your calves and your hamstrings, engaging your fingertips on your mat, imagining you're pushing the floor away from you, feeling a nice stretch to your spine. From here, gently walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat and keeping your knees bent, melt your upper body over your knees, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands, imagining there are weights on the crown of your head and your elbows, feeling a nice release on your lower back. Connecting to your breath. And inhale, keeping your knees bent. And slowly come to standing at the front of your mat. We're now going to move into the sun salutations. So we'll do 2 rounds of sun salutation A and 1 round of sun salutation B. So standing in mountain pose, your feet are together, quadriceps engaged, your spine is straight, shoulders rolling back and down, energy out through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward over bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. Step your left and right foot back. Lower your knees and keeping your hips in the air, lower your chest and chin towards your mat. On an inhale, slide your chest forward, keeping your elbows bent, coming into low cobra. Keep your elbows tight to your body. And exhale, moving through tabletop, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath, engaging your fingertips on your mat, imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling, drawing your belly button towards your spine, looking between your palms. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips, lengthening through your side body. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. We're going to do another round of Sun Salutation A, but it will be slightly more advanced. So standing in mountain pose, energy from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Standing tall, feeling strong, connecting to your breath. On an inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. You can step or jump your feet back. And bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. On an inhale, push your chest forward and lengthen your arms, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Lifting your hips towards the ceiling. Your sit bones are tracking towards the back of the room. As you engage your fingertips on your mat, relaxing your neck, connecting to your breath, looking between your palms. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, you can release your palms back down. Take a deep breath. Connect to your breath. We're now going to move into Sun Salutation B. It will be a slightly more advanced version. Standing in mountain pose, your feet are together, your spine is straight, fingertips engaged. On an inhale, bend your knees, Sweep your fingers along the mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine out through the crown of your head. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. You can step or jump your feet back. And bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. On an inhale, push your chest forward, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Engaging your fingertips on your mat, drawing your heels towards your mat. On an inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knees in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Engaging your left leg, keeping it straight. Softening the tops of your shoulders. Energy out through your fingertips. Exhale, palms down, framing your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. And bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. On an inhale, push your chest forward, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath. On an inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Connect to your breath. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together to improve your stability. Softening the tops of your shoulders. Exhale, palms down, framing your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. And bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. On an inhale, pushing your chest forward, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. As you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling and have them tracking towards the back of the room. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, palms on your shins, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along the mat as you raise your arms, looking straight ahead, coming into chair pose. And exhale, come to standing at the front of your mat. Take a deep breath, embracing the heat in your body. We're now going to move into the standing asanas, so you can move your mat or your camera as I'll be cueing the next few positions from here. And when you're ready, come to a wide-legged stance on your mat with your feet facing forward. Again, today we're going to be transitioning from posture to posture on one side. So starting in Warrior Two, turn your right foot out 90 degrees and bend into your right knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Your hips are square facing me. Raise your arms to shoulder level and keeping your hips square, turn your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Coming into warrior two. Energy out through both sets of fingertips as you soften the tops of your shoulders, squaring your hips towards me, connecting to your breath. On an inhale, place your right forearm on your right knee and extend your left fingertips over your head, coming into side angle pose, focusing on opening your chest towards the ceiling. Breathing in and out through your nose, engaging the outer edge of your left foot. As you inhale, place your left hand on your back leg and raise your right arm, keeping a bend in your front knee, coming into peaceful warrior. Breathing in and out through your nose, reaching out through your right fingertips, keeping a bend in your right knee. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that right heel in, take a deep breath. In and out through your nose. We're going to repeat that sequence on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees and bending into your left knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Your hips are square facing me, raising your arms to shoulder level and turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. Engaging the outer edge of your right foot. Energy out through both sets of fingertips as you soften the tops of your shoulders, keeping a bend into that left knee. As you exhale, place that left forearm on top of your left knee and extend out through your right fingertips, opening your chest towards the ceiling, coming into side angle pose. Engaging the outer edge of your right foot and energy out through your right fingertips, feeling a stretch along your whole right side body. As you inhale, place your right hand on your back leg, keeping a bend into your left knee. Raise your left fingertips towards the sky. Breathing in and out through your nose, coming into peaceful warrior. Keeping a bend into that left knee. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that left heel in. Take a deep breath. In and out through your nose. We're now going to move into triangle pose. So turning your right foot out 90 degrees, turn your left heel in 5 degrees, and keep your hips square facing me. Arms to shoulder level. On an inhale, lean out to your right hand side. And exhale, fold over a bent or straight right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin, or ankle, and twisting your upper body towards the sky. We'll stay here for 5 breaths, connecting to your breath, engaging the outer edge of your left foot, keeping your right leg as straight as possible as you twist your spine towards the ceiling. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that right heel in, take a deep breath. We're going to repeat triangle pose on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, turn your right heel in 5 degrees. Your hips are square facing me, arms to shoulder level. On an inhale, lean out to your left hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhaling, folding over a bent or straight left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin, or ankle, and twisting your upper body towards the ceiling. Energy out through your right fingertips, engaging the outer edge of your right foot, connecting to your breath, feeling a nice stretch to your left hamstring and an opening to your right hip. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that left heel in, take a deep breath. I'm now going to cue the remaining positions from here, so you can move your mat or your camera to however suits. And when you're ready, come to mountain pose at the front of your mat. We're going to move into chair pose. So starting off in mountain pose, standing tall, connecting to your breath. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along the mat, raising your arms, looking straight ahead. Press your knees together, press your ankles together, drop your tailbone as you soften the tops of your shoulders. Breathing in and out through your nose. As you exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. You can step or jump your feet back and bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. On an inhale, opening your chest, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, rolling over your toes, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath. On an inhale, lift your right leg out behind you, coming into three-legged dog. Energy out through your right leg. And bend into that right knee. Bringing your right knee to the front of your mat and stepping it between your palms, coming into warrior one as you raise your arms, softening the tops of your shoulders. Keep your left leg straight and engaged. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. From here, shifting the weight into your right foot, picking a spot on the floor in front of your mat for balance. You can lift your left leg up behind you, coming into warrior three. Keep engaging through your left leg, lifting out of your right hip, feeling activation in your right hamstring, energy out through the crown of your head, connecting to your breath. As you exhale, slowly lower your left leg, frame your right foot with your hands, step your right foot back to meet your left foot, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. On an inhale, raise your left leg straight out behind you, coming into three-legged dog. From here, bend into your left knee and bring your left knee forward to the front of your mat, stepping it between your foot, between your palms. Your ankle and knee is in line. As you raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Keep engaging through your right leg, softening the tops of your shoulders. From here, join your hands together at heart center and shift the weight into your left foot, picking a spot on the floor in front of your mat for balance. Raise your right leg out behind you, coming into warrior three. Connecting to your breath, energy out through your right leg, breathing in and out through your nose, and exhale, slowly release your right leg back to your mat, frame your left foot with your palms, and gently come into tabletop. From tabletop, join your big toes, shift your knees out to the edge of your mat, and sit your bum in towards your heels. coming into extended child's pose. Connecting to your breath. Deep inhales, in and out through your nose. Embracing the heat created in your body. It's a few challenging postures. Just focus on your breath. Feeling a nice opening in your hips. An extension to your spine. And when you're ready, come to a seated position on your mat as we move into the seated asanas. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Your toes are flexed towards your shins. Sitting up tall, we're going to move into a seated forward fold. So on an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips, lengthening through your side body, and exhale, fold forward over your knees, placing your hands on your knees, shins, ankles, or hooking your big toe with your first two fingers. On an inhale, open your chest, coming into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward, bringing the crown of your head towards your legs. Activating your quadriceps, pushing through your heels. Your sit bones are tracking towards the back of the room to lift out of your lower back. Feeling a nice stretch on your hamstrings. Breathing in and out through your nose. And inhale, you can slowly come up. From here, we're going to move into Janu Sirsasana. So again, sitting on your mat with your feet extended out in front of you. Bend your right knee, bringing your heel in towards your sit bone. And from here, drop your right knee out to the side. Press your right heel into your inner left thigh and activate your left leg. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold forward over your left knee, placing your hands on your knee, shin, or ankle. And drawing the crown of your head towards your leg. Keep pushing your right heel into your inner left thigh, activating your left quad, feeling a nice opening to your left hamstring and the outer edge of your right hip. And inhale, you can slowly come up. Extend your right leg. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So bending your left knee, drawing your left heel in towards your sit bone. Drop your left knee out to the side. Pushing your left heel against your inner right thigh. And keeping your right leg activated as well. On an inhale, raise your arms. And exhale, fold forward over your right knee, placing your hands on your knee, shin, or ankle as you draw the crown of your head towards your knee. Pushing your left heel into your inner right thigh, activating your right quadriceps, connecting to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come up. Extend your left leg. We're now going to move into a lunge, a low lunge. So kneeling at the back of your mat, step your right foot forward to the front of your mat. So your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is extended straight out behind you with your left knee and the top of your left foot resting on your mat. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And on an exhale, sink a little bit further into your hips, coming into a low lunge. Connecting to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. There's the option here to bend your left knee, drawing your left heel in towards your sit bone. You can grab your left foot with your hand and sink a little bit further into your hips. Breathing in and out through your nose. And exhale, release your left foot back to your mat. Frame your right foot with your hands. Bring your right foot back to meet your left knee. Coming back into tabletop. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So stepping your left foot to the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you with your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And on an exhale, sinking into your hips. Connecting to your breath. From here, there's the option to bend your right knee, drawing your heel in towards your sit bone, and you can grab your right foot with your right hand. Press your foot back into your hand as you draw your heel in towards your sit bones. And exhale, release, dropping your foot back to your mat, coming back into tabletop. We're now going to go into a lunge with a twist. So stepping your right foot back to the front of your mat, your ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is extended straight out behind you. We're going to join our hands together at heart center and hook our left elbow across our right knee, coming into a low lunge twist. Connecting to your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. These lunge variations are good for opening the hips, for getting mobility into the spine. And exhale, release. Coming back into tabletop. We'll repeat the lunge twist on the left-hand side, so stepping your left foot forward to the front of your mat. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you. Keeping a bend into that left knee, drawing your hands together at heart center and hooking your right elbow across your left knee, coming into a twist. Connecting to your breath, feeling a nice stretch along your right hip flexor, your left glute. As you twist a little bit further to the left. And exhale, release, coming back into tabletop. From here, we're going to move into Navasana or boat pose. So sitting onto your mat, draw your heels in towards your sit bones. Keeping your knees bent, lift your feet off your mat and extend your arms out in front of you. You can stay here or extend your feet, lengthening your legs. In whichever version you're in, focusing on lifting your chest, extending through your fingertips, drawing your belly button towards your spine, breathing in and out through your nose, and exhale, release, crossing your legs, gently lifting your hips for a nice counter stretch. We're going to repeat boat pose one more time. So drawing your heels in towards your sit bones, keeping your knees bent, lifting your feet off your mat. You can extend your legs, your arms out in front of you and lengthen your legs coming into the full version. In whichever version you're in, drawing your belly button towards your spine, lifting your chest, breathing in and out through your nose. And exhale, release, dropping your feet back down, cross your legs, lift your hips for a nice counter stretch. From here, we're going to move into bridge pose. So lying back onto your mat, draw your heels in towards your sit bones. Your feet are hip distance apart. Palms of your hands beside your hips with your palms facing downwards. From here, on an inhale, press through your heels, lifting your hips towards the ceiling, lifting your chest. You can roll your shoulder blades under your body and interlock your fingers, coming into the full version. Focusing on pressing through your heels to lift your hips, lifting your chest, breathing in and out through your nose, and exhale, release, dropping your hips back down, taking a deep breath. We're now going to move into squat pose. So come to a standing position on your mat with your feet hip distance apart. From here, turn both your feet out about 60 degrees and join your hands together at heart center. From here, with control, bend your knees and open your hips, sitting your bum in towards your heels. You can lift your heels for stability, but aim on drawing your heels towards your mat. To intensify the stretch, use your elbows to push your knees away from each other. Keeping integrity in your spine as you open your chest towards me. Softening the tops of your thighs as you sink a little bit further into your hips. Connecting to your breath. And inhale, push through your heels and slowly come back up to standing. Taking a deep breath. We're going to repeat squat pose one more time. To intensify the stretch, you can turn your feet out a little bit further, joining your hands together at heart center. Gently bend your knees and open your hips, sitting your bum in towards your heels. You can use your elbows to push your knees apart, coming into the full version. Connecting to your breath. Deeply breathing in and out through your nose. And inhale, push through your heels and lift up to a standing position. From here, we're going to move into puppy pose. So kneeling on your mat. From here, you're going to extend your arms to the front of your mat, keeping your hips in the air and keeping your hips lifted and your fingertips engaged on your mat. You're going to melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Feeling a nice opening on the backs of your shoulders. As you melt your chest a little bit further towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come up. From here, we're going to move into shoulder stand. Final posture of class. So lying back onto your mat, you can hug your knees in towards your chest and you can rock from side to side, massaging your lower back off your mat. for a more restorative posture. If you're comfortable, you can lift your legs towards the ceiling, coming into shoulder stand, connecting to your breath, keeping your hands on your lower back for support. As you point your toes, from here, keeping your legs straight, you can drop your legs, your feet in behind your head. If your feet are still in the air, keep your hands on your lower back for support. If your feet drop to the floor behind you, you can interlock your fingers, tucking your shoulder blades under your body and push your hands away from your body. Connecting to your breath, feeling a nice release on your lower back. Breathing in and out through your nose. And from here, bend your knees. And if you can, hug your knees in towards your ears, blocking out the sound. And from here, roll vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your feet back onto your mat. After all the hip openers today, we're going to move into Happy Baby for a nice release on the hip flexors. So draw your knees in towards your chest. You can place the palms of your hands under your knee creases and draw your knees towards your armpits. If you like, you can also grab the outer edge of your feet and rock from side to side, drawing your knees in towards your armpits, connecting to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And exhale, release. Coming into the closing Shavasana. Drawing your heels out to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back. Your arms are away from your body, with your palms facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close and completely relax your entire body on your mat. This is the most important posture of the class. It allows you to absorb all the benefits of today's practice. So take this time for yourself, for your body and your mind to completely switch off. I will now guide you through the closing Shavasana. Completely relax on your mat and listen to my cues. Draw your awareness to your right heel. Gently lift your right heel, your right leg, a couple of inches off your mat. Feel all the muscles activate from your hip down to your heel. And exhale, release your leg back to your mat. Bring your awareness to your left heel. Gently lift your left heel couple of inches off your mat, feeling all the muscles activate from your left hip down to your left heel. And exhale, release, allowing your hips to open out like a book. Bring your awareness to your belly button. Squeeze all the muscles in your abdomen towards your belly button. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release, relaxing your stomach, relaxing your lower back. Bring your awareness to your right hand. Make a fist with your right hand, lifting your right arm off your mat, clenching, feeling all the muscles activate from your shoulder down to your fingertips. And exhale, release, allowing your arm to melt into your mat, allowing your fingers to curl open naturally. Bring your awareness to your left hand. Make a fist and raise your right arm, your left arm, off your mat, clenching your fist, feeling all the muscles activate from your shoulders down to your fingertips. And exhale, release, allowing your left arm to melt into the floor, allowing your fingertips to curl open naturally. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulders towards your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release, allowing your shoulders to draw away from your ears. Allowing your shoulder blades to slightly part. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your throat. Bring your awareness to your face. Squeeze all the muscles in your face towards your nose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth. Relax your tongue. Feeling your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips, feeling them slightly part. Relax the space around your eyes. Relax your eyes, feeling them draw into the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Soften your forehead. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body on your mat, from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Relax, relax, relax. Completely surrender on your mat. We will now move into silence for the next 5 minutes. Taking this 5 minutes for yourself, embracing the peace, silence, and stillness. Just follow your breath as we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your heels on your mat. And reach your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat with your eyes closed. Joining your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving on your mat. Taking the last hour for yourself. Taking the peace and compassion of your practice and applying it throughout your evening in your actions, your speech, and your thoughts. Remembering to be compassionate to yourself. With that in mind, rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms. Draw your hands away from your eyes. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.